Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Legacies, and this is episode 7 of season 4. Hopefully guys have enjoyed the first 6 episodes, because I personally have. For me, this has definitely been the best start to a season that we have had, and it's really exciting that this is the present one as well, because, you know, if this is the best one so far, it makes me think that it's good enough to get renewed again into the next season, which is really exciting, and I'm hoping that does happen. Now, I love it that Hope has transitioned over into being the Tribid. You know, every time that we've seen a new vampire transition over, they do go through some transitioning periods, don't they, where they can either be very good or very bad. Vicky Donovan wasn't great. We had Elena, we've seen Caroline. You know, we've also seen them when they transition from being normal with the humanity on to being it switched off, mate. And when it gets switched off, we see some of them do some crazy stuff. So we've seen Elena, she went Madden, and we've seen Caroline. Now, personally, I loved Caroline when she had hers turned off. I thought that was an amazing season. Caroline got my most liked character of that one, and she was absolutely mad, and Hope has turned into that as well. You know, she turned her humanity off when she attacked Landon, not purposely like attacked him that she hated him, but she had to kill him, didn't she? Because she thought that was how they killed Malvo, which looked like it possibly did succeed. But she had no choice, and humanity just turned straight off, straight away. I think that's what she said with Rick when she expressed it to him. And then she attacked Rick. She didn't want nobody coming after her. She wanted to be left alone, and she ended up putting Rick in a coma. Now, that's going to play on later on in this introduction. But what's interesting is, like I said, this has been 2 whole weeks since I watched the last episode. So saying this out loud, trying to remember what happened, is an actual recap for myself to going into this episode. So what I can remember from the last episode from 2 weeks ago, Hope tried to recruit Clark over to her dark side that she's currently in. Now, Clark was living a normal human life with his new girlfriend, and what was interesting is he has been consistent with, yeah, this life is pretty crap. I've got a crappy desk job and all this and that, but I've had so much of my life been around supernaturals and all this crazy stuff with Malvo and magic and all that. I am content and happy with the norm. Now, I hope she really wasn't that happy with it. But like I said, she was trying to recruit him. At the end of the episode, he ended up saying to her, look, mate, your friends are coming and looking after you. They're trying to help you. You don't want to slip into this darkness. Just go home. Just turn it back on. I thought it was really interesting. And then he went in and obviously was trying to apologise to his girlfriend because Hope left them in a mess. She did leave them in a mess. So, I mean, it's interesting, that conversation, because it did look like Hope's humanity was flickering quite a bit in this episode. She could feel it, she couldn't feel it. What also was interesting is, I like the very start of the episode that they went into the therapy box, and you know, Hope was there. Friends was trying to find her all the time. You know, they was like, what score is it? Hope 500, squad none. You know, like every time they went up against her, she killed all of them. You know, she's absolutely sick as a Tribid, and that's what she should be. Absolutely dominant and superior over everybody, because it is the first Tribid we've seen. But for us, yeah, we've seen in this episode that Cleo has found a way that Hope can die. She's found a dagger or some sort of, I can't remember now, like, is it a tree that was in the Salvatore school? Is it the one, yeah? Is it the tree that the girl, do you remember the one that come with Dorian, the one that, the tree woman, pretty much, that's what it was. You know, she was looking for her, like, boyfriend or something, and Dorian and Rick tried to find him, and he couldn't really remember him, and, you know, because they was nice to her, she granted him a wish or something, I can't remember, but she ended up dying in the grass, and then her body ended up transitioning into a tree, and I believe that this might be the tree that could kill the Tribid. Now, people are looking for a way to obviously take Hope down, but she has not expressed this information yet. She's held it herself. She's the only one that holds this. So again, it's very intriguing to see what she does with this, if she expresses it and people go after her, or if she keeps it to herself. Now, if we talk about people going after Hope, 2 episodes ago, I think it was, when Rebecca was introduced, yeah, somebody was trying to grab Hope then. At the end of the episode, she got in a car and she was driving away. She picked up a phone call and there was a woman on the other end. And, you know, they was talking to each other, and Hope said that she's going to come after them. If it's Triad, if it's someone else she doesn't know, but she's going to take them down. Which I don't think we played any part in the last episode, but I'm excited to see where we go from that, because I really think it is a good avenue to possibly pursue if we don't go hardcore in with the continuous story of the Malivore. Now, in Limbo, we've seen Landon and we've seen the Necromancer, and they were still trying to get on the boat to sail into peace. Now, obviously, both of them didn't have a coin, and they figured out that if you was good to people, yeah, you could get one. So there was a guy there that the Necromancer was really mean to back in the day, and he ended up doing something nice for him. He ended up saying that he was sorry, he was selfish and all that, and they got a coin, and like the guy sailed off. And then I think from his good act, the Necromancer got one as well, and I think Landon got one or whatever's, because he done something. But then as they was about to get in the boat to sail off, who turned up? Rick. That is right, because Hope put him in a coma a couple of episodes before. It looks like he actually has died in the present. He's full on DEA, mate. He's gone. He is in limbo as well. So that is Landon dead, the Necromancer dead, and Rick dead, all in limbo. So I can't wait to see what happens with them, how the girl's going to react in the present, because they obviously know that he's gonna be dead in the present. So they're going to be sad because they don't know he is in limbo. They think he's probably gone altogether, but we can see that them trying to fight to get back. So it's going to be well interesting. Can't wait to see today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump in to episode 7 of season 4 of Legacies.
End of the line, miss. Coming up on Mystic Falls. Town's having itself a hanging tomorrow.
Chat away.
School teacher done murdered his students, burned up his school. He's got a date with a noose.
Not if I have anything to say about it, because I'm his daughter. If you'd like to apologize for something, may I suggest your breath?
Oh, here we go. We're going to get a mad episode. They always get the mad ones when it's always stuff like this.
How's Joe dealing?
She wasn't in a room this morning.
I'm sorry, I'm late. My mom shut off her humanity at one point too. I think there might be some clue about how to turn Hope's humanity back on. Stefan Salvatore showed her a memory of what she had missed when she burnt the letter. And the emotion from that was enough to turn her humanity back on. But this is her home, and then we need to find the right idea or feeling that's powerful enough to break through.
You're thinking we're gonna need some inspiration.
Leo.
So you really thinking that this tree can kill a tribe?
Keeping secrets has only ever brought me trouble, and I'd like to believe I can trust you.
I don't think you can. Leo, we do dumb things all the damn time.
This is not the answer I wanted to hear.
Yeah, but you know it could be the right one.
You are a manifestation of my subconscious. But if I'm going to make a mistake this time, it will be trusting our friends, not deceiving them.
It's a tough one, that, isn't it? I think the less people know, the better, personally, on this situation.
Damn it, Jed. What the hell are you doing here?
Following you, so I can ask you the same question. Malivor's dead, so our monster problem should be too. But just in case whoever called wasn't sniffing glue, I'm coming with you. You being out here, putting yourself in danger to earn back their trust.
That's not what this is about.
Cool. What are we hunting? Just wait till all his eyes get a look at you and your badass dragon powers.
This interests me because it's just reminded me of something that happened last episode. Clark rang the school, didn't he? And he told them that an Argus, that's what he just said, I would never have remembered that, is on the loose. And he then bounced on his own, didn't he? He didn't. Was he sat with Jed at the time, and he just left on his own and got off, and he said he's got to deal with something. And I did say, I think I did anyway, that the guy's trying to avenge the mistakes that he's made, you know, but then it could possibly be bad for him because if he comes out and tries to fight a monster on his own, he could lose. So it's good that Jed's come along. He's shown that he's being a good friend. He's read the situation correctly. He knows that he's trying to, you know, make up for the bad thing that he did by going over to Malivore for the time when he tried to get, you know, Hope and all that stuff. So again, it's really interesting, but I'm glad Jed's come along. And, you know, Jed's come a long way as well. You know, him, Wade, and Caleb, because when he was first introduced, I thought that I was going to dislike him. And I actually really do like Caleb now. I think he's really, really good. But I think I love it when we give characters more and more story because it just makes the show better.
You moved west to this godforsaken town to enlighten those same uncivilized people. So what really happened?
1 minute I was in the classroom teaching, and then the next I'm covered in ash. There's a dark spot in my mind where that memory should be. I found this and what remained of the school.
Ah, it's Hope's
And that's what
necklace.
I will discover. Whoever this belongs to must have taken our sweet Joe.
I like the costumes in this episode. They're looking really good.
I have an idea, but it's a lot. The magical alarm I put in my dad's weapon cabinet after Cleo tried to kill Hope that one time.
Super Squad assemble.
Just left them. They're not part of the squad yet, are they?
Why do you even need weapons?
It's a long story. I may have to kill some vampires and witches and werewolves. I'm talking about the triad. But if you don't get me those weapons,
We'll give you anything that you need.
you are aware that I could kill you, all right?
Just like you know that we'll do just about anything to get you back.
If I put up with this best shot, then will you finally give up on me? Or do I have to find that mother of yours who's never around?
All you have to do is listen.
To which one of you?
All of us, mate.
All of us.
I want to see who the triad people are coming after her.
Let's begin. Dare I ask what's happening?
Check this. It's like The Voice.
If people are going to start to sing, I'm going to turn this into Survivor.
Okay. 10 stars representing 10 of your friends who are going to perform.
This contest is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard of.
When I first came to the school, I didn't really fit in with any of the factions.
And I'm going to stop you right there because the only thing that I'm feeling is irritation.
You know my name's Wade.
I also know that I was only nice to you because of Landon.
In this situation here, right, it's keep going because she's gonna absolutely shoot everybody down. Yeah, they're always nasty. It's off, mate. They don't care what they're saying. They're gonna try and brutally put you down. You gotta keep going and going and going until that one thing gets through to Hope. Like, that is it. We've learned it. Brutal stuff does get said. You've got to be strong enough to be on the stage to keep saying what you're there to say.
What a mess.
So you still think that monster problem died with Malivore, huh?
Yo, check all these.
No, you said it has 1,000 eyes, but we should probably bury them, whoever they are.
Yeah.
Well, can it fly?
Not to my knowledge. Why?
Because we can. It's Game of Thrones time, bro. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Come on, man. Pop those wings.
Let's just split up.
Feels less like a game show and more like a roast.
Roast, yeah.
Fun, but not for long. Dating a witch has taught me the difference between fun spell herbs and the scary ones hidden back here.
If MG's plan is really going that bad, this is our only option.
Turns out it's easier to reach a vampire's emotions if you can weaken them physically first.
Well, Hope doesn't get weak. My plan has to work.
So what if it doesn't? We can't just let Hope walk out of here knowing what she's capable of.
Scared of you like everyone else.
Oh, yes, Pedro.
You taught me how to kick monster butt because you are my Salvatore idol.
Do you really want me to respond to that? I feel like Pedro should have his fingers cut off and never make art again.
Oh, that is ruthless,
Are
man.
you going to bring out the A-team or what?
Innit? It had to be the A-team. None of them are going to get through to her. It has to be like MG. Oh. I've got the ring. You know, like when you slip the ring on your finger and you can change yourself into somebody else. If they've not done that, they need to do it, mate. Because that is a sick idea from moi. But it could... Landon's not back in the present. We need to see the whole process, you know, like, because he was with Rick and a necromancer. So I am interested to see if he's actually there or not.
Best hired gun these parts left off. Heard you're looking for such a man.
Does this crude bauble mean something to you?
You ought to leave town. That there is the mark of the Michelson gang. Your pa's a dead man, and you'll be dead too. If you ever cross paths with the likes of Hope, she's a monster. Not an ounce of humanity in her.
Does this miscreant also burn down schoolhouses and abscond with innocent women such as my sister? One more step and I'll scream.
From my experience, ma'am, screaming don't do you no good with holes in your neck.
Oh, it's Rick.
Now that's an insult.
Wow. Look at his eye.
And I'm guessing my brother never told you about me.
What the hell, mate? What's going on? Well, he looks mad. Illusion ring, I knew it.
Not the real thing. What this letter is, if you're reading this, it means I'm dead. Because that probably means you beat Malivore. Probably means you had to become the Tribrid. But it does mean you get to do what most of us only ever dream of. Backpacking through Europe, hiking up the Pacific coast. You now have all the time in the world to do those things. My wish is for you to have a long, happy life. Hope. Do all the things I'll never get to. And wherever you go, remember that I'll always love you.
Does sound like something you would write, to be fair, let's be honest.
I'm feeling something.
No, she don't like it.
Boredom. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. You pushed me to make the transition, but that also means that Landon's death is your fault. Jocks like you tend to find their identity in teams because you're completely unremarkable by yourself. Josie taught you not to be a lone wolf, which is really just a cover for your codependency. This was your big idea. I give it 0 stars.
Yo, man, I think that this Hope is fucking well pretty. Like, literally, like, I'm just loving her confidence, even though she's kind of annoying in this episode. She is, but doesn't mean that she's annoying in the whole season. She's just annoying, like, here in this segment. But I need to see Dark Josie. You can't tease us saying Dark Josie's going to come in and then you don't make an appearance. And that letter did sound something like Landon would say. I feel like that may have been a possible letter. But also, seeing Landon up there made me realise I actually wish he was in the show a bit more this season. Because he's not been in it as much as previous, and now I see him here, like, because he's only been in little flashy bits, hasn't there, in Limbo pretty much most of the time, and it's like, I actually like him and Hope together a lot. Like, I feel like the chemistry is really good, and they both do bring the best out of each other, and I feel like I've had 3 seasons of them consistently together. Now they're apart, I could feel the absence, like, really big. It's like a hole, like, you know what I mean? It's just like a big hole is there, and you could just see it. It's just a big darkness thing there, and he needs to come back out of it and into light. That's not Lander's fault, but I do hope that we get more. Well, first of all, I don't know what angle we're going down through this Western thing that we've got going on. You know, that's not, I'm not your dad, I'm your Uncle Rick. I'm guessing your dad never told me about him. Interesting. That's the first time I've heard anything like this ever with Rick. If he's got a brother, if he's not, is it real? We don't know. But what I'm saying is, what analogy and how's this going to connect to the present? Because Lizzie's not here in the present while Hope's here. She's doing this, whatever this is. So I'm interested to see how it ties in.
You heard what that monster said. They're bound to have your sister.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Pray that you never need to use it.
Well, if vampires are real and they in fact attacked the school, then why doesn't Father remember?
Because becoming one grants them certain gifts. Know this, I will find Josette, and I will kill those bloodsuckers. You're a soft girl raised by a soft man who loves books more than a fight. And it suits you, it truly does.
I think Rick does a good cowboy, mate. He looks really good, mate, with his hat.
You're hoping to get in one last heartfelt, emotional plea, which is technically cheating.
The thing that made Caroline turn her humanity back on was that letter she destroyed, because it was something that she'd never get back. These are the friends that you have spent years fighting for and bleeding with, and they're lost without you. So if you're really not coming back, so be it.
You're incapable of doing what needs to be done. What if I don't go? What if I decide to go on a killing spree?
Just stab her. She's going to come back. Just do it anyway. Sure you got some balls.
Of course not, because you don't know what it means to be a leader. This sword won't even kill me, and you still can't bring yourself to do it. Because you don't have what it takes.
It's literally what I just said. I would have stabbed her because she's not going to die anyway. Sure you got some balls. Does anybody know? Does anybody know the reason that they had those little spinny things on the back of the boots? Is it just for like a fashion, or did it have a purpose? I've always been interested. She looks good as well.
I tried to drink it all, but his blood was bitter like him.
Is she a vampire?
What's become of you?
And wonderful. But I've already been saved, and I'm gonna save you. Just close your eyes. You're gonna wake up and feel so much better.
Oh, she looks good. Well, she's killed her though.
Why did you make me go away?
You were already gone.
I like seeing her for a vampire for like 1 second.
I'm not here to give a speech. Clever. But you know, if you're trying to distract me from your partner that's sneaking up on me, you should know. You know, if you wanted to put me to sleep, you could have just talked.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
There we go. Dark versus dark. Oh, please do not disappoint. Did you see it when they had a fight when he was in that boxing ring the first time? It was a good fight. Oh, and Josie won that one, didn't she? She lifted Hope up and dropped her, and she was going to fall on the spike, and I was fuming that she didn't fall on the spike, but Josie won it. And I liked it as well. One hit red sparks, I think one hit white or blue, and it was boom, 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 connections, mate. It was good. So this is going to be really exciting to see now. Obviously, I want Hope to win the fight because I want Hope to be superior over everybody. Now, if more people get involved and Hope loses, that'll be fine because it's more than one that's taken her down. And I'm kind of thinking that I think he's going to come in, Cleo, with maybe the tree or something. But maybe not, I don't know. What can Hope see that's going to turn her humanity on like that? It's got to be something really deep and really impactful.
Performance anxiety?
Well, I needed the proper motivation. I'm here to put you down. Minus the boxing ring.
When it's time to fight, Josie has to rely on her strong half. That's like me.
You remember Jade? So scared of her trauma. I turned it back on. Just like this.
It definitely didn't work. I don't know what she's just done, but I'm interested. Oh, don't die, Jed.
Of course that dumbass found the monster before me.
You need to go. Your sister
Was a vampire. Josette won't be coming.
I didn't think you had it in you. My Isabel, she was turned into a vampire too. So I roamed the plains, killing the monsters, and violence is the only solution. Don't worry, I can leave you all alone.
Weapons, more than words.
Michelson is no ordinary vampire. But nature always always finds a loophole.
What type of bullets are there? They're not wood or white oak. What was that tree?
Bad news. Your little trick didn't work.
Oh, I figured it wouldn't. You're basically an original now, and even I don't have that kind of power.
Yes,
I just
exactly.
wanted to see if I could see fear in your eyes. I did.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Way, that is good. Scared of Landon dying. This is obviously nothing to do with this show at all. Like, because I've got adverts, but they say Hyundai in the US clearly. Where here in the UK, everyone I've ever heard, and me included, call it Hyundai. So they say Hyundai, we say Hyundai. Oh, she broke it.
But you do know the truth. Cling to your defense mechanism all you want, but when it crumbles, you'll have an even bigger mess than what you had before.
Look who's you.
Oh, it's Josie now. She
Stop looking at me like that, all right?
Oh, she can't do it now. It's Josie. It's interesting. It shows that she's got a bit of, what would you care? look at this guy as well. Oh, it's fitting. Oh, he's strong as anything. Hey, look at. Use a wolf that chased after him.
Some buddies I ran into.
Fireball him.
That man, it's Jakarta's time.
Hey, isn't it? That's scary.
Badass.
Look, see, that's what I mean. Caleb needs to embrace this other side of him, because he has. One of his friends is absolutely buzzing for him. He's not scared of him. He's always bigging him up. Yeah, mate. You know, you need to use Jakaris. Get that. Boom. I'm sure that's a Game of Thrones reference. That was good. He's got fucking solid, scaly skin as well, mate.
And you must be Hope Michelson. You're shorter than I thought. I dug this thing far too large.
Should we get right to it then?
My sister's dead because of you.
Ladies first.
I'm not a lady.
You have a dark side. I could use someone with that kind of grit.
Yeah. Oh, hey. She fell on the wooden stake. What are the bullets?
There's always a loophole.
The weak, defenseless Josie Card isn't gonna work either.
That's what I say.
Prove to me more than ever that you're still reachable. You don't want to kill us, and your humanity is in there somewhere.
In that case, what would you simply do?
She's froze her. The character who's gonna die, and he picks Josie, I'd be livid. Like, literally, you know, like, I'll be actually fuming, mate, so much. But she's not gonna die. That's just me, like, saying, what if? But I do like it. Hope did show that her humanity is in there. Like Josie was saying, could have killed all of us whenever you wanted. Could have killed my dad. You have killed the dad, though. They don't know that yet. Oh, did he know? I don't know. But he's dead anyway. I'm assuming he is, because we've seen him with Landon and Necromancer last episode. But at the time, she has done. She sent warnings, and she hasn't gone through with actions that she could do straight away. But I want her to stay as a tribe. I want her to stay at this person right now. Not go against her friends. Go against the people that come in the episode with Rebecca and take them out in a full-on terrorizing, absolute beast mode. You know, don't care. Rip every single one of them apart. Go absolutely mental. And then once she's finished and succeeded, her friends can come in and then they can bring her back.
But we'd still be fighting that thing if it weren't for you. I know you didn't want to go full monster like that. You know, I wasn't always this awesome at being a werewolf.
Oh, you don't say.
I know, right? I really hated what I had to do to activate my curse. Felt like I was walking around with a rock in my shoe. And every day I'd wake up and put the same shoes on, hoping the rock would be gone. Until I realized I was the one who put the rock there in the first place. Forgive yourself for what you did. Because if you don't, no one else doing it will ever matter.
He is alright, Jed. Oh.
You have a visitor.
I found Joe.
Oh, where is she? Oh, dear God.
A bandit by the name of Hope Michelson killed her. There's no going back after what I've seen. Hope's gang is still out there. And trying to be a teacher is what put him in a coma. All we care about is finding a way to forgive Hope.
She might go after Hope and die this season.
Told me about the letter
Maybe
he
transition
wrote
into a
when we
vampire.
trapped her. I was hoping to find a moment to tell the squad about the tree, but I no longer believe that is a good idea.
So keep your chin up, Cleo.
You're lucky to have survived your encounter with the tribrid.
What about Joe?
Hope could have done an awful lot worse than trapping her in a therapy box. Having powers doesn't mean always using them. Being a leader means making tough decisions. And sometimes it means taking it upon yourself to make sure they're ready for the big game. How's tomorrow for training?
Josie's in the therapy box. I wonder if we get an episode of her next.
Hope came to the school while you were gone. She trapped me in the therapy box. She's not too far gone.
Well, I will be. I know exactly how to fix Hope. Your game's just beginning, but mine's over.
He's gonna go and try and kill her.
Hope Michelson. You know I have the bloodline records now, so it's just a matter of time before I figure out who you really are.
I can't wait to meet you. Hope.
Where's Lizzie? That's that. It's Lizzie. It's Lizzie, innit? Lizzie's the person on the phone. They connected it. Really interesting. I don't want Lizzie to die. I said about Josie a second ago. I'd be fuming if Josie dies. I'd be mad if Lizzie dies as well. The best thing that could happen to Lizzie is she transitions over to being a vampire. You know, if we want to give Lizzie a story, give her this one. Yeah? Give her the transition. Give her a new character, a new personality, a new, you know, new everything, new abilities. Let her shine. If you want to give her a story, give her that one. Don't give her out the show story. You know, like, we want to keep her in there. I want her to be with MG. Now, like, how good would it be if she transitioned over into being a vampire and we had MG and Lizzie vampire coupling up together? That would be really good to see. But again, I'm glad that Hope is still the Tribid. I said before, I said before, I wanted Hope to go after this woman and I wanted him to dominate them, kill every single one of them, and then her friends come and save her. If it's Lizzie, I don't want that to happen. I want her to go over, I want a good fight. I want Hope to win, transition her, then, I don't know, her friends come over and she loses. Like, I don't want Lizzie to end up being out of the show. That's what I'm trying to say, yeah? Right now, we've got Landon dead and we've got Rick dead, but we're still utilising them. So they're still in the show, but they're dead. If they'd done that with with Lizzie as well, she died, but she stayed in the show, that's fine. I just don't want her to disappear out of it. I want her to be in it, present. I would like being a vampire. I've said many times that when she's a witch, we don't really see her do many witchy things. And that's nothing against her or her character. I really like her. I've given her one of my favourite characters in one of her seasons. Maybe it was the last one. So I actually really enjoy Lizzie. But as I was saying with Hope, like way before she transitioned over, that she was more of a witch, not even a werewolf or not like a tribid or a hybrid. She was just a plain old witch. We've seen her transition into a wolf a few times, but no significance. And I was saying, like, this show was mainly focused on a lot of witchy stuff, and we don't really expand over into seeing people use all of the other traits. We've seen Josie do lots and lots of magic, and I mean lots, but Lizzie's has been restricted in little small bits. I feel like it would be really good if she transitioned over to being a vampire, because a new vampire means a lot of personality changes, like we see with Hope, loads of different storylines, senses, feelings, you know, like traits, all go tenfold, and it means that we get a more interesting person to introduce to us. So I think that it would be a good twist to give Lizzie a vampire side, but I'm not saying it has to be necessary. I'm just saying that if it is Lizzie on the phone, we can't have her dying when she goes and meets Hope. Okay, and that is going to wrap up episode 7. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was really interesting seeing Lizzie inside the therapy box while everybody else was in the present. I was saying that we do need to figure out what the significance is and what's going on. Like, why was she there? And like, what is going to be the outcome? Now, I don't know if the outcome is that she's figured out that there's something that can kill the Tribid with the bullets that was inside that gun. She knows they're a thing. Now, whether she's sussed that out and she knows it's the tree that's in the school, who knows? We're going to have to find that out. Now, obviously, after seeing the ending, it has led me to believe that Lizzie is the person on the phone, and she's using obviously a voice changer, but it doesn't mean that I am right at all. But that's what I am going to say, because it would make total sense. It looked like in this episode Lizzie took the view of every single person that is in the present trying to save Hope and bring her back, and nobody is there saying, why have you done this to Rick? No one cares about my dad. Yeah, you only care about bringing Hope back, which is true. Like, it is actually true. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing, but if you do look at the actions everybody's taking, not one person has said anything about Rick. And I don't think it's been addressed that he's died. I'm assuming that he's died. Again, it's not been fully told to us, but because we did see him with the Necromancer and Landon, I assume Rick has died from the injuries that Hope has dealt to him. And obviously we've seen Lizzie in the pain in the last episode when she went to try and take somebody else's life, to put into Rick, so to speak. So she's suffering obviously with that, and she's suffering that people are not really showing as much emotion and compassion and like and you know, like caring about Hope's actions, what they've done to Rick compared to her. And she's took from going in the therapy box, that is a way to take the Tribid down, Cleo knows this as well. Now, she was good in not actually telling anybody of the tree. I did say when she told Caleb at the start, that was like, oh, she told him. I do think that everybody should keep it. She was like, I could trust my friends. I was like, nah, mate. The least people know, the better. That is my personal opinion. She actually didn't tell Caleb. She was using the orb, or whatever you call it, the object, the crystal. And then obviously she's come to the conclusion at the end of the episode that it is better if not everybody knows what is going on. It's better that she just keeps information to herself, because we've seen Hope come to the school today. We've seen people try to challenge her to stop her. Now, if they knew about the tree, then they could have gone and got the weapon. They could have gone after Hope, and then it could have ended badly. Hope could have died, or everybody could have died. If Hope knew that people was coming to end her life completely, she would have retaliated different and possibly killed them all. So the safest bet is to hold this information to herself, not let Hope know, not let anybody else know. Nobody can make stupid decisions. I did enjoy seeing Dark Josie. She managed to actually get, even if it was a little bit of info out that Hope is scared of something. Yeah, she threw the ball, she caught it, it turned red, she was lying. It was a good little encounter between them, and then Josie transitioned back over into being normal Josie, which Hope then obviously froze and put inside the therapy box where she met her sister at the end. She's going to be stuck in there while one's transitioning out. And like I said, that led me to believe that it is Lizzie on the other side of the phone. So I can't really fault Lizzie's intentions and her feelings and why she's feeling this way. I totally understand it. I really, really do. I do get it. So I'm excited to see where we go, obviously, towards the back end of the season. I have no idea how many episodes this season's got. I'm going to assume it's 16 because the rest have had. Is there a mid-season finale coming? When is it? Is it this? Is it soon? I don't know. We had the 2-week break from the last episode. I just think that, there's loads of avenues that we could pursue. I mean, we could bring Landon back into the present and the Necromancer and Rick. I feel like just seeing Landon on stage giving a speech to Hope made me realise how much I like him. And I wish he was in the show more. And I feel like too many characters have the possibility of leaving, which would massively damage the show. But I like how they've dropped the impact of them in this season. So Rick's not been in it loads. Neither's Landon. Neither's Necromancer. I said Alaric. There's someone else as well. I can't remember. But they've not been in it loads, which means that we can't possibly, drop them off, go with everybody else, levitate a few people, and then influx them towards the back end. So I can't wait to find that out as well. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.